How's it going, guys? We are back with a video here, and this video is going to really tell you if it's worth it or not to make any Evo cards in this event, alright? So, I know a lot of people were going over this, and I saw some comments in my event video saying that I noticed how a lot of EA creators are quiet about this. I'm not going to be quiet about it, alright? I'm not afraid, you know, I'm affiliated with EA. I'm not afraid to speak my mind and tell you how I really feel about what's going on in this event and just HUD in general, alright? So, let's get into it now, alright? So, we all know that NHL 23 released its Fantasy Hockey Evo event on Friday, right? So, here's what it is, if you guys haven't really, even paid attention. But anyway, it's +1 overall for every goal scored by these players, +2 for a defenseman, and a +1 overall for every win or shutout, alright? So, that's really the rules for the fantasy cards. The synergies and superstar abilities get added at 95 overall. That'll probably be in March for most guys, but maximum upgrade is 99 overall. Only regular season NHL, SHL, Liga, Dell, NL, and CHL games will count. Okay. So here's the 4 master set player items. Tristan Jarry, 72 overall. Ivan Provorov, 79 overall. Robert Thomas, 79 overall. Kevin Fiala, 72 overall. Okay, so here's some of the just player content as well. Random cards. My favorite really one is Evander Kane, 64 overall. So listen, Evander Kane, I understand. He will score a lot of goals. He will. Evander Kane will score a lot of goals. But here's the thing. If he scores, so when he scores 20 goals, that probably won't be until at least mid to late January. That's if he's having a really good year again, too. I mean, he should be able to do that, right? He should be able to score that 2025. But, like, that's not even that good. By the time January/February come around, I mean, there's going to be like 92 overalls, MSPs at least, 93. Probably Team of the Year will be out. So why would you want this card? Why would you want to spend the coins on a card that's literally, right now, spend the coins on a card right now that is really not going to actually make your team or really have much value until like the next year? Like, it just doesn't really make sense to me. To do that. Evander Kane's honestly the worst one because it's kind of like, all right, it's 64 overall, like really? Like, he has to go on an absolute tear, which he can play on the Oilers. However, I just think it's still really silly, all right? But now let's get to the worst part of this, okay? I think the worst part are the cost. If their costs were kind of reasonable, okay, I'll give you a pass then. But doing some math, guys, 35 golds for one collectible. I did my math. To make one master set player, 40 collectibles you need for that, you need 1,400 gold cards. 1,400, okay? So let's just see how many I have. I definitely probably have a nice amount. Yeah, 596. Keep this in mind, guys. I'm not even halfway there to making a 40 when it comes to just trading in gold plays. And I've spent $360 on the game already. Think about that. And I've played Rivals, Ultimate Rivals I got. Think about how ridiculous that is. That I'm not even close to not to having enough gold cards. Who has 1,400 gold cards? Please tell me. Because I really want to know. Not a normal person would have that many. It really, like, you have to spend at least $500, $600, $700 probably to have that many. And again, that's not, because I did some team builders as well, so that really definitely helps. But it just doesn't make any sense. It really makes no sense at all that it costs that much. So you'd be like, okay, well, gold cards, that's one thing, Henreek. But it's not even just that, okay? So if you wanted to, you need 84 pluses, right? 84 pluses, you know, to get one of these here, all right? That's still, you still need to do this set. Literally, you need 120 83s. Like, that just is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Like, it just makes no sense. Like, who has that many 84 pluses just laying around? And really, who wants to spend the coins to make those collectibles? It just does not add up to me. It really doesn't. I just don't understand the cost. So really, guys, to answer your question, no, I really wouldn't make any of these cards. I mean, I guess the only thing that could be kind of interesting and maybe fun to do is, I guess, potentially this, the prospect one. But even so, I mean, it's 10 collectibles, and it's certainly going to cost you a decent amount of gold cards. And again, these cards are not going to be worth it. Plus, they're untradeable so you're not even going to be able to use these cards for a while. Plus, you can't even sell them. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I mean, the NHL Players Pack, I mean, that's probably more worth than making these event cards, honestly. Then you have this one, which is 30 collectibles. It's a random choice of one of... So if you could get a Vander Kane, I think a 68 and like a 70 in this. Think about that. And again, I know they go up. I get that. I really do. I know it's not supposed to be 90 overall cards off rip. However, there's just no point. There's no point of really wanting these cards right now. They just suck. Like, honestly, straight up, they suck for the most part. They're just not... They're not good cards. They're not really the big name players you'd want at all. Like, I mean, there's no, like, I don't know, week 2 we'll see what it brings, but I'm sorry, like, I'm not really looking to try to get you know, Yanni Gourde. No offense to Yanni Gourde, no offense to Kraken fans. I'm not looking to get Yanni Gourde on my team. I'm not looking to get, you know, Pietrangelo. No offense, because I just, like, don't really care for these players. I mean, you know, Jars, he can be kind of cool, right? But I don't really feel like, I don't know. Jones, like, now he's hurt as well. Seth Jones is hurt now for 4 weeks. And that's my point exactly. Now Seth Jones is hurt. I saw he's getting bidded for 400K. Now he's going for 235K. And just like that. People that spent 500K, scammed. You just lost all your coins. And that's the problem with this event. There's too much risk that really outweigh the benefits of actually owning one of these cards and making one of these cards with your collectibles, or buying one of these cards with your coins, because there's just so much that can go wrong, right? Like, you can make a match with Robert Thomas and say, hey, you know what, Robert Thomas is going to have a great year here. He's going to score 25 goals. He's going to have a 99 overall. So I'm really looking to do that. Unfortunately, you know, knocking what I hope it doesn't happen. Thomas gets hurt for a month, 2 months, and then guess what? That card's worthless. So that's the problem. That's really the problem with these. There's just too much risk. It's too expensive. I mean, it's just a big L. I don't know. EA is such a big L. I don't understand why they did this event the way they did it. It was such a bad idea, and it's just so sad to see how they did it, really. I'm very disappointed in EA for how they did this event, and it's just sad. It really is sad, to say the least. I mean, the only, I guess, positive thing what they did with this event was the objectives here. This one right here was the prospect one, where you actually get a prospect choice pack, but I mean, like, it's nice and all, but it's still not really, you know, that amazing, if I'm being honest. Like, it's okay. Like, I guess I'll respect it, but it's just not, it's not really it, in my opinion. It's really not it. I mean, it's whatever. And again, I guess if you guys have done some of these choice packs as well, my recommendation for that is, I mean, I hope you guys did hold on to it and don't select a player. Just hold on to the pack and just kind of wait and see who's going up and who's not. But, you know, other than that, guys, I mean, this event is really, it's not it. I'm sorry. It's really not it. Like, I don't understand why anyone would be spending a lot of coins on these. I don't know why people would really be quick to make an MSP. Unless they're your favorite player, you're on your favorite team. Okay. I can understand that, but, like, I just don't understand why you'd be spending 1.3 mil on Robert Thomas's MSP. Sorry, when 79 overall, and probably the next event they'll have, like, 89s, MSPs, 90 overall, who knows. Just doesn't really feel like it's worth it to me at all. I mean, it's just, and all these cards, really. I mean, I don't see the reason to spend a crazy amount of points on these cards. There's no bids on them either, because I think people are starting to really think about it as well and realize that these are not worth it. So, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know if you made any MSP cards and what you think of the event as a whole. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek3E, or join Discord, talk to me, follow and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.